friends and family, welcome back to my channel, and it's another time with Belle. So how are you doing? And I know you are doing awesome, right? Yes, stay calm. We will put through. I mean, it's about to take off, so fasten your seatbelt. The world is going to come back to normal. Yep. Okay, guys, so in this video I might be talking about multiple things, but the major thing I'm going to talk about is the DV lottery, some of the documents you need, and also I'm going to talk about some of the agents in some of our countries, what they are doing. Okay, guys, so let's dive into the video. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about the document. So there's I mean, everybody and the documents they are going to ask depending on the information you provide. Okay, so everything will, so it's not like, oh, they say I should bring this, this I should. Most people, like single, if you are single, it's gonna be the same. Okay, most of them is gonna be the same, and if you are married, okay, it's also gonna be mostly the same, but majority is going to be based on the number of the information you provide. Okay, information you provide on your DS 260 is going to depend on the information they're going to send to you. Okay, so one, you're going to need your passports. Yes, even for now, before earlier you can register with that passport, and when you win, before you go look for money to go do your passport. But now these days you got to get your passport before you even register. And I know some people were stubborn, they registered without passport, and I don't know how they did it, but it went through. Yeah, so as now I know some people might affect some people, those who the requirement is to register with your passport, but you didn't register with your passport, but I don't know how you did it and went through. So it might, like somebody say, oh, luck. I will not say luck, but I'll say grace. Okay, so as everybody, it depends on everybody and the grace they have upon themselves, because what will be good for somebody will not be good for you. Okay, so maybe you might not get caught, because you might get a counselor who will question you. There's a, why didn't you use this? You might get, you might also get somebody who will not even care. Okay, so take notice. You need your passport to either register, or before you go for the interview you need your passport. Okay, and another one is police clearance. Okay, so police clearance is obtained like for, so with the name police clearance, it differs from each country. Like in Ghana as police clearance, and in another country they're going to use a different name for that, which I don't know about it, but it's something about clearance. Some is police clearance, they use something, they have a name, Interpol clearance or something. Yeah, it depends. In my country, in Ghana, as police clearance, so that's what you need, and it has to be like valid for like a year. Okay, so if you've done your police clearance for so many, like more than 6 months, and if your own is approaching, I guess you got to renew it. Okay, because you need, and even the passport has to be valid at least 6 months or more. Okay, so as you know, you are going to travel. If God being so good, you win and know you're going to travel, at least try and get your passport, which is going to be more than a year, because when you travel you don't know what can happen, right? So even at least, they said at least 6 months, but you want to try and get like more years, so that you don't find yourself wanting in another country. Okay, because, and some of the countries, they don't have a representative in other country, like in Ghana. Earlier you can't renew your passports like, let's say if you're asked, let's say you're in the US before, you cannot renew your passport. You have to go back to Ghana before you can renew your passport. But now, because of technology, things has been made easy, and you can still be here and register for renew your passport, and you still get it. Yeah, like personally, my passport was like, it was the deadline was due, okay, and I wanted to travel. So how do I go? It was less than 6 months, less than 3 months. What do I do? So I had to, write to them that, oh, I'm going to travel quickly. So it's not time to renew. It's time to renew. But looking at the deadline and time I want to travel, I might not get it. So I wrote to them and like, okay, we can extend it a year for you, but you got to renew it before. Yeah, and it worked, okay. So if you are traveling out of your country, I think you want to get more than, even though they say 6 months, but you want to get more than 6 months, okay. So the police, as I'm saying about the police clearance, it depends on, like, in every country, it depends on where you want to get it. Like in Ghana, you want to get it at police headquarters, but now I've heard that every region is having, like, let's say a quarters or a headquarters that you can purchase from. Before, yeah, if you are in Kumasi, you have to come all the way to Accra before you can get your police clearance. But now you can be in Kumasi and still get your police clearance in, I think the headquarters in Kumasi. You can get it there. And now even the passport the same. You can be in Kumasi and still get it in Kumasi without coming to Accra. And it's even faster. Okay. I know still people, they think Accra is the best, so people still come to Accra. Okay. So the police clearance normally was in the headquarters, but now, as I said earlier, so that one, you want to get that one. And that one you need to go in person. Like what I know, you need to go in person because they're going to take your picture. You're going to sign. Okay, so you want to go in person. Don't go to any nearby police station. Go to like the recommended. Normally is the headquarters. Okay, the headquarters of the region you are. That's where you're going to get it from. Not any, like anybody tells you that come to this police station. No, it's not police station. It's the headquarters of this police station in your region. Okay, that's where you want to get it from. Okay, so that's what you want to get. And I know, like in Accra, you have to, okay, let's say 4 years ago, 5 years ago, you have to be there and they'll take you a picture over there. But now I've heard that you got to bring your pictures. Okay, I don't know how true about it. So when you're ready to go for your police clearance, you want to make every inquiries so that you don't get stranded over there. And it's not expensive. It's cheap. Like it's not even up to $100, 100 cities. But now, because of connection, you can even because of connection, you might be charged more than that. And the higher you pay, the quickest you get your police clearance. Okay, so depending on your pockets or your budget, if you want to go as quick as possible, because they'll tell you, oh, 3 days, you go and they'll tell you 3 days is not ready. So it kind of like something else. So if you want it quickly, you got to pay. You got to top up. Everything is money, Africa now, everything is money, so you got to top up. So you got to plan ahead and like know the amount you're going to pay. And the next thing is, so we've talked about your passports, we've talked about your police clearance. So the next thing is your medicals. Okay, so with the medicals, that one will come later, after you have finished submitting your DS 260. So let's put the medicals aside. I'll talk about it later. So you need your birth certificate original. So if you don't have birth certificate, you have to go and do some as soon as possible. Okay, whether you've won or you didn't win, so long as you want to be registering for DV every year, you got to get your birth certificate. Okay, you got to get it. You have to, as a must. You have to, because It's a requirement. They're going to ask for it. Even though you get a photocopy, you submit the photocopy online, but when you're going for your interview in person, you have to go with the original photocopy. So original of your birth cert. So if you don't have birth certificate, oh girl, oh boy, go get one. I mean, birth certificate, you can go to it's a birth and death registrar in your country. You get it. So you just, wherever you find yourself, like in Ghana, you have to go to birth and death registrar. That's where you get your birth certificate. And and you can also go to the, there's the straight, should I say, DC offices, the metropolitan office, like AMA, and you have this small like offices, kind of like revenue offices in our towns, like Okankwe South. They have their Okankwe South district, whatever. Those small places, you can also go and do it there, and you can also go to the death and birth registrar. So in your country, you got to Google it, okay? Google it and know that, oh, I'm able to get it from here. I'm able to get it from here, because every country or every state will be different. It won't be the same, okay? But mostly you have to go with your like childhood weighing card. Childhood weighing card. If you have it, that'll be the best requirement to go with it. Just to prove where you were born, your date of birth and those stuff. But now I know, if you are, let's say if you are 60 years now, I don't think you still have your birth certificate, your weighing card. You don't have it. Even maybe your age, your date of birth, no, it's a comma. It's a full stop, because then times there were no documentation, so they'll be like. So let me chip in a story, okay? So once I was in, I think, primary school, and my grandmother used to sell these toffees and stuff in front of our school. So at that time, I didn't know my date of birth. Yes, I knew I was like, let's say I was 8 years, but I didn't know. Let's say I was 8 years. I was April born, yeah. But I didn't know that, oh, I'm April 18, oh, I'm 2000. I didn't know that, okay? So I came out, I was like, oh, okay. And they asked people to go home for that. I've forgotten what we're using that for, but they asked people to go home for that, okay? So when I went to ask my grandmother that, oh, this is what we are. And guess what? How she started counting. She was like, I remember the day you were born. I don't know why I'm about to tear up with this topic. Like, the day you were born, that was when your grandfather was sacked from work. I was like, oh no. I came on the raw. I don't know why I'm tearing up, because this is so many, like 20 something years ago, but I don't know why else. I don't know. So she was like this day was the day your grandfather was sacked from work. I was like, oh no, I didn't come on the right day. My date of birth can't be. I mean, like, oh no. What was grandpa going to get me that day that he's been sacked from work? And that time it was this mining company. So everybody want to be in the mines, like Obasa mines. That's where I was born. Everybody want to be in the mines. So being sacked, it wasn't a good. Anyway, I was just a passerby. Okay, so they don't know the exact day or those exact dates they were born. They were even born. Okay, we just use some illustration and anything to remember. Okay, so now I know that I don't think you have your date of your weighing card over there, because that was the main requirement to do your birth cert. Since you don't have it, so every country Like every country has their requirements. Like in America, everything is like high volume of documentation. Every like Western world, there is high documentation, so they just have to type and tap pa 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 pa, they will just find it for you. But with ours, I know definitely the requirement now is going to be your voter's ID card. Yes, definitely that's going to be the main thing they will use because you don't have it. Yeah. So every country and how and what the requirement is. Okay, every country and their requirement. Okay, and what's the next thing? The next thing is if you are single, there's no single certificate. Okay, but if you are married, you got to provide your marriage certificate as legal marriage certificate. That's what you're going to provide even even as you won, your spouse, whether a male or a female, whoever won or whoever win, your spouse is going to get covered. That is if you want them to. So I know in some houses, both husband and wife spouses will register and both of them will win. So that one, everybody, you can decide to go on the ticket of one, and you can decide to, like, everybody should go their interview. But the best way is everybody should go for their interview. If you win, we go. If you win, we go together. That one will throw party in the house. Okay. Anyway, so with that, they will ask you for your marriage certificate. Okay, you got to provide original marriage certificate, not fake. You don't want to find yourself wanting, because some of the government certificate, there is a seal on it. I know a country can still manipulate and get you one. Yes, I know a country that starts with a G, they will still provide you with one, even if it's 100 years old, so long as you have the money. Anyway, so you want the original one, and if you are a divorcee, you will still need to provide your divorcee certificates. And I need divorcee certificate. Oh yes, because you got to provide something that shows that, oh yes, you have legally terminated your marriage. And it's terminated because marriage is a contract. Yes, it's a contract between two people. That's why they sign. So marriage is a contract. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. So you got to provide, if you're a divorcee, you got to provide something that shows that you've been legally divorced. Okay, legally divorced. You got to provide that. And if you are married to, you got to provide a marriage authentic one. And at times too, you want to provide some pictures. Normally when it is old, it doesn't really like raise an alarm. But when there is a new marriage always raise an alarm, because be like, is it fake or true? They kind of like, yeah. So because now you can get your papers through marriage, so they easily suspect the new marriages. Okay, so if you have your pictures, you can prove it with pictures. So that's why at times taking pictures in ceremony, it really matters. Okay, so I think you want to provide your pictures. Go look for wherever your pictures are, go look for it, and adding it to it is a plus for you. Yes, you don't get to pay anything. Adding it to it helps support your process. Okay, it helps your process. And the next thing is, so again, single, we don't have single certificate, so don't worry about single certificate. Okay, no, period. And again, another one is your educational certificate. So the education you provided on it will depends on what they're going to ask you. I know with the DV, the minimum education you got to have is high school. So high school diploma, WASI, KCE, Nigeria is NCE or something, or as high school certificate. Okay, so that's the minimum. High school certificate is the minimum. It's the minimum. High school diploma is the same as all the high school certificates we have in African countries. Okay, so the minimum you are going to provide as high school certificate, but then it would depend on the educational information you put it on. So let's say you are a PhD holder. I don't think, yes, you finish high school, you can put it on it. You're a PhD holder, you're whatever. But if you're a PhD holder, I don't think they're going to ask you for your high school certificate. Trust me, it might be like 100 years ago, and maybe you don't even know where your, I said maybe, okay, maybe you don't even know where your high school is, because Charlie, I don't need it again, so you put it aside. So yes, the next certificate is coming, so it's reasonable. As I said, in some countries it can easily be retrieved, but in some countries to no, it won't be retrieved. Like myself, my BEC certificate, like basic certificate, I didn't go for it, and trust me, there's no way I can get it again unless I go straight to WAEC, because at that time it was a paper documentation. So trust me, rats, mouse, water, and everything is going to spoil that paper. Okay, so there's no way I'm going to get the certificate. So if I wanted it, go straight to WAEC. Okay, so as I said, they are going to ask you, but if you have it, if you have your high school certificate, it's a plus for you. Just keep it, just add it to your document. Okay, I'm not sure they're going to ask you. They are not going to ask you for your high school certificate when you've told them you have a master's, when you've told them you have your PhD, when you've told them you have your HND, when you've told them that you have your degree, you have your associate degree, you have. There's no way they're going to ask you about your high school. This time, I know people may confuse, and even if people are even failing the DS260, they tend to only say, "Oh, I'm a high school graduate," because the system says minimum requirements are so they throw away. Don't do it. Just state what you have. Just state what you have, because it's going to be a plus for you. Imagine me being a PhD and somebody being a high school certificate. Ask me, if opportunity comes right now, who is going to get it? PhD, I'm going to get it. High school will not get it. Okay, but when it comes to skills, it's different from. Okay, so the skills is different from the knowledge thing. Okay, or the paper thing. Okay, so right now, if they say I'm going to get PhD, is going to get it, like in order. So don't avoid it because they said, oh, the minimum is, because they said the minimum is high school, so you're only going to provide your high school. No, provide the information you have. Provide all your educational qualification that you have, because you never know, that might be helpful. Okay, so please don't avoid anything, just put everything on it. So if you have all these things, all this information, if you're a PhD holder, you have your master's, you have your degree, if you have everything there, it's a plus for you. But mostly, you always go by the document or the required document they are going to ask you. I said earlier that the required document is different from everybody's own. Okay, because of the information you provide. Okay, so with the let me come back to the police clearance. So the police clearance, if you've lived in any country more than 6 months, you are going to be required to get a police clearance from that country. Okay, so assuming I've been in Ghana for 1 year, I've been in Togo for 6 months, I've been in Togo for 7 months, I'm going to be required to provide police clearance from Togo, because more than 6 months, yes, so you got to provide it. Less than 6 months, you don't have to. That's why during the DS, they ask you if you've traveled to another country before, so that will determine what they're going to ask you. So definitely, if you've traveled to another country, they are going to, more than 6 months, you will provide that country, like every country you've been to more than 6 months, you will provide the police clearance. Okay, you provide everything. They just want to make sure that you are cleared from there, like there's nothing hanging you, are not holding up anything over there, you are safe, no criminal record, nothing. Yeah, that's the reason why they do police clearance, because that's the Interpol. Interpol is everything. So yes. And so continues going. Still education, okay, any whatever you have, provide it, because it's going to help your process. It's going to help you, trust me, it's going to help you. So don't, do away with anything, okay. And another thing is going to be your, so we've talked about your birth cert, we've talked about your police clearance, we talked about your passport. And okay, so let me come to and we've talked about the marriage certificate, okay. And if you have kids, if you provided your kids on the forms, I don't know why I always say do. If you provided your forms or your kids on the DS-260, information about your kids are going to be asked. So whilst you are getting yourself your passport, you have to get your child also a passport, because your child cannot travel without a passport just because of you have a passport. No, every household, if you have 5, all the 5 got to have your passport. So you make sure that is really important. You make sure you make a passport for your kids. 5, 10, 20, any amount of kids you have, they got to have your passport. And I know some of the countries might have the age limit of making passports. I know some people right from birth, like baby, you can still get a passport for them, but some too, you get a weighing card. Some time ago in Ghana, you only have your weighing card. Okay. But now things have changed, so I can't really tell much. If the baby, there's some amount age that you need, okay. So everything, you just want to Google and see. Everything is ask Google. I'm just gonna give you, the within, but the petty ones you get to ask Google, okay. Yeah, so every kid's got to have the birth certificate. Every child, your passport and your birth certificate. So if there are 10 kids, get them their passport, get them their birth certificate. To every child has to get it, okay. And mostly they might ask 1 or 2 at times too. They might ask about, like, if you have anything that relates both of you, like pictures. Even if they don't ask and you have those pictures, like you are going with you apply with your family, and you have pictures to prove, go ahead and bring out the pictures. Yes, go ahead and provide your pictures, because that will be helpful. And with the education qualities or qualification, it's only going to be based on the main applicant. Let's say I registered and I won, so it's going to cover my husband, and if I have kids, it's going to cover them, okay. So in this case, as they are looking for the education qualification from me, they won't ask. So I can have they won't ask. Even if your husband is a PhD and even you are a high schooler, they will not need that PhD for anything, okay. They will not need that PhD for anything. They are going to base on the high school applicant, because he or she is the main applicant, is the main person that has won. So that's the person they're going to use, okay. So you don't normally the descendants, normally the dependents, what name do we use for that? The dependents don't, like, the expectation of them is not really as strict as you, the main applicant. Okay, beneficiary, yeah, that's the word. The beneficiary, their requirements are not really as high as yours, and but the rest of you might be requested for police clearance, like your kids and your spouse might. I'm not sure about that, which I'm going to go. I'm going to ask, like, I'm going to research on it and put the link or put it in the description box. That the family, but you just want to be on the safer side. Both of all the family, you need to get your police clearance. I mean, to be on the safer side. You don't want to be bounced, or you don't want to be postponed, because this process takes a while, so you don't want to delay. So that is it. You got to get everything. So don't submit things you've not been asked for. I know Africans can be so exaggerating. Yes, we can be so exaggerating. Don't, because Amma said they asked of A, B, C, D, doesn't mean that you also be asked for A, B, C, D. Maybe you might be asked for D, A, B or DAC. You might not be asked for the C. Okay, but you'll be given a checklist, like a paper that has all the requirements on it. Okay, so you got to go by the requirements. You got to go by the requirements on the sheet. Or they say bring that, you bring that. They say bring that, you bring that. That's what is important. Okay, so don't send things you've not been asked to send. We are all crying about public charge. If you've not been asked to send public charge, don't send it. Some of the things you can send it, but don't show it to the counselor that, oh, I have this. No. I know of someone whom, I think somewhere 2019, he said he went for an interview to get a visa to come here, like on a visit, okay, and he was given invitation letter from his host. Let's use the word host. So he said, I asked him, oh, so what was the procedure when you went? He said, even the invitation letter, they did not even look at it. He said they did not even look at it. So don't rush. Man, pray on encore. Submit something that you've not been asked to bring. You can have it as a backup in case of incasity. Then you just provide it, but don't rush and provide something you've not been asked to provide. Hello, yeah, that's my 2x4. Anyway, I know. I hope. Getting things. Straighten up. Yes, maybe. So you have to, and the moment you check and you've won, start preparing. Start preparing for everything. Don't wait till last minute, because this process, it takes longer. The longer you take to submit, the longer your process is going to take. Okay, because at times they take like a month before they reply you or something, or if they ask you to bring something, they give you like a month or two to gather that information and submit. So you know what to do, right? Yes. So the moment you win, you start preparing everything, and you want to make sure that your names on your document match everything. Make sure the names on your document, it matches. Even if it does not match, you got to provide reason why this is different. Myself, when I wrote WASI, that's the high school exams, okay, final exams to be able to go to the next level. So when I wrote it, my name, they misspelled my name, my last name, they misspelled it, and it became like a total name, like a different whole name. So I had to do affidavit of support. So you go to this typewriter by the post office and those by the council houses, town council places, they type it, they do affidavit of support. So I have to do affidavit of support to attach to my documents. Since if not, I have to go and pay money to wire to change. No, that's going to be a long process. It's going to cost money. So that, I think that time I paid like 50 Ghana cedi or so, but I know by now it might increase a little bit, okay, because it's been like 7 years ago. Yeah, so you just have that one and attach to it. Why is your name spelled that way? You provide that evidence that, hey, this is my name, Okay, so as I said, make sure everything is intact. Once again, gather all your information before you submit your DS-260. Don't be in a rush to submit it, but then you want to do it as convenience time, but make it as possible. Okay, as possible. Okay, guys, my next topic is lottery agent. There's something here, excuse me. Lottery agent. This DV lottery is free. Read my lip. Free. Free. It's damn free. You just sit in front of your computer, type www.ds diversity lottery. You go in there, you put your information there, upload your picture, everything. It's free. But this lottery agents are charging. And trust me, it's not your lottery agent who made you, is it win or won? It's not the lottery agent who made you won, who made you win, whatever you want to take it. He or she is not the person who made you to be a winner. No. It was the grace of God on you. It was a grace. You can call it luck, you can call it grace, you can call it destiny, but I would say the grace of God. It was the grace of God on you. So our next topic is lottery agent. This lottery agent, This lottery agent are really stressing people. Yes. They are really stressing people. They are giving people a hard time. Lottery is free. Read my lip. DV lottery is free. Like free. The word free, period. DV lottery is free. Okay. You just go to the website. You just get your phone, your computer, or anything. Internetable. Yes, the word internetable. You just type and you register. You did not win or won because of the lottery agent. He's not the one who made you to win. If he's the one, if he is capable of letting you to win, all his or her household member would have won or would be in America by now. Yes. It's not him who made you to win. I will say the grace of God. You can call it favor. You can call it luck. I know, anyhow, you can call it destiny. But I will say the grace of God and the favor of God. The favor and the grace of God that made you to be a winner. It doesn't mean that if you didn't win, it's not, you don't have the grace of God on you. No. But you know that there are 10,000 people and we need only 50,000 people. So definitely one has to be a winner. One has to be the loser. I mean, not loser per se, but this is try again next time. You are not totally a loser, okay? Let's try again next time. So the lottery agent didn't let you win, okay? So don't let this lottery agent people frustrate your life. I know of people, lottery agent, before, like some time ago, now you got to have a passport before you can register. But earlier, some years ago, I think it started last year or so. It started 2 years ago. No. It started 2021. It started 2020 or 2019, yeah. That's when it started. And so now you got to have your passport before you can register. Okay. But then time, you can just register without a passport. So these agent people, you just go to them, they write your information, and they still have your information there. So looks like, but they did not let you win. Okay, so if you win and an agent tells you that you got to provide, so when you win, because of their evil deeds, they don't even give you your case number, because the case number is your power. So trust me, if you go register with any lottery agent, take your case number. If you don't take your case number and you win, it will haunt you. It will bite you. Yes, it will bite you. So if you go to any lottery agent to register, take your case number, because the case number is your power. The moment that you leave your case number for him or her, he or she is going to have upper hand on you when you win. You might not even know whether you've won or not. He or she is the one going to check, because he or she has your case number. Okay, and so that's like, in so many times people have been frustrated. I know of a guy who, there was this group that I joined, and he was like, he had like 2,000, let's say 2,000, because yeah, you're 2,000 something, and this is a very lucky or like favored case number, because if your case number is low, which means definitely, I mean, you have a higher chance, not necessarily that you have a higher chance in getting the visa, but then getting an interview, you have a high chance of getting an interview. You'll be interviewed, you get high chance of getting a message or email or anything from KCC or from the DV or whatever it is. Okay, so he was 2,000 something, and the agent told him that he should bring an amount of money, and trust me, they quote a bigger amount of money which you cannot even pay. And this money, your plane ticket is not even part of it. It's just for the processing. Like, processing, what kind of process? There's nothing you're going to pay. You've won. You've failed your DS-260. You've gone for an interview. You've been asked to pay for your green card. Either you pay on arrival or you pay before, or maybe you might be asked to pay for interview fee, and it's not expensive. It's not up to 5,000 Ghana cedi. Maybe your ticket is different, but because these people, when they take the money from you, your ticket is not part of it. Your accommodation is not part of it. Even your green card is not even part of it. It's just for them to chop, like chop. But they didn't let you. They didn't win for you, or you did. I mean, so if you know, especially, I mean, with this, they should be able to do it to. The reason I'm saying they should be able to do it to uneducated people, because is that they might not be able to have the knowledge to sit on a computer. But if you are educated, please don't let these people cheat you. If you know how to use your Google, don't let these people cheat you. Don't pay this money. And like, they quote, I know somebody who said they charge her 5,000 Ghana cedi. Yes, 5,000 Ghana cedi. It's just because the agent has made her won or win. It's not the agent who made you to win or won. No. They will quote a whole bunch of money for you. And this guy that I'm saying, he didn't get the money. Which money is he going to use to process the thing? And when you get the visa, you have like 3 to 6 months too. It depends on everybody. Somebody can get 6 months. I think the maximum you can get is 6 months. Some get 4 months, some get 3 months. But the maximum you can get is 6 months. You have within 6 months to come. And where, if you pay the 5,000, why are you going to get another money for your passport, for your plane tickets, and maybe for your medicals? If that person doesn't charge you medicals, where are you going to get it? And now, even my time, like 7 years ago, 5 years ago, even this medicals was 2,000. I did mine at Akai Holy Trinity Hospital in North Kaneshi. Yeah, that's why I did mine. I mean, there's 2 major places, North Kaneshi and Akai, and I learned now the other trust hospital or something. That's why I did mine. It was 2,000. It's a private hospital. That was even the cheapest, because I compared Akai Hospital and Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity was even the cheapest, and it was even closer to where I stay, because Akai is closer to the embassy, US embassy in Ghana. Okay, so don't let these people, like, so as this guy, that's what I'm saying, this guy didn't get the money to come and pay to the agent. So the agent did not give this guy his case number for him to even continue the process by himself. So it went wasted. 2,000 something case K for the case number. It was a very like high opportunity. And as of the time I got to know this guy, it was late. It was late, like late. And even through this lockdown thing came and nothing was going on. I mean, everything was blocked. I mean, Ghana was on lockdown, America was on lockdown. Like, most borders were closed. So I couldn't help this guy. Couldn't help him. It was so, I mean, I really beat myself to it. I was like, oh no, oh man. I was like, because the guy had a good case number, but he couldn't come, or he couldn't process because he didn't get the money. It's wow, sure agent. Oh, if you're an agent and you're watching me, and if you do that, I mean, it's really bad and disheartening because you didn't pay anything. The only thing you paid was your internet. Charge for your internet. I mean, let's say an agent, you're helping somebody. It's two things. Either you do it free will, or I mean, you charge a token. You can charge a token, but you don't have to charge an arm and a leg. You don't have to charge an arm and a leg. At least just charge. Okay, I sat down. The person might not know how to go about it, so you just, I mean, sit in front of the computer, get information from the person, fill the forms for the person, and walk the person through it. That's it. It doesn't cost 5,000 Ghana cedi. It doesn't cost 10,000 Ghana cedi. It doesn't cost that much. You can just take a token like 200 Ghana cedi, 100 Ghana cedi, 500 Ghana cedi. It's okay. But you can't charge the person 5,000 Ghana cedi. If you are charging 5,000 Ghana cedi and the plane ticket is in and the medicals are everything, that's cool. But just for you to sit down and chop nyafu for 5,000 Ghana cedi in this modern time, oh no, you are not fair. You've not been fair to your client. So this guy lost, like he lost, totally lost, because he didn't have the case number. Oh, yes, even register for American Lottery. He just sat down and register. He went. Yeah, it's even it's now that because of the passport, so I'm sure things will go down a little bit because before. Because when it was the paper thing, if you put your information on the paper and agent type it into the computer and you go, you don't have anything and you've forgotten about it. Next year, the following year, the agent is going to, that's the one. This is one of the reasons why at times people don't win. But now I think things, will be better. But before, this is one of the reasons why people don't win. You come to the agent, you fill your information on the paper. You leave it. When you are done, you don't take the paper, you leave it for the agent, or you leave it to the agent and you go. Oh, you've registered for American Lottery. At times you might even forget about it. You go. So the following year comes, you might not go to the same agent, so that for them to use that your paper on file for you, your documents on your information is on file for you, but you might go to another agent. And when you go to that another agent, that agent is also going to take your another information. And meanwhile, the information that you left for the other agent, he or she is going to enter into the following year. And you also is going to enter into the information into that year again. So it becomes duplicate. And duplicate means disqualified. Yes. So this is one of the reasons why people do not win, because you cannot submit more than one applicant. You can't. You can't. It's not done anywhere. It's not done anywhere. unless this is over, you cannot submit again. So you submit, it's qualified. So now the agent does some agents will still this agent some of them will still mess up. Some of them will still do it. Yes, I know. Yes, some of them will still do it. Yeah. So with this agent, okay. So now, because there's the passport system, the agent might not know whether your passport is active or your passport is not. So with the earlier on, the paper on, okay, the paper on, that time they can sell. If you win, because there is no passport number on it or anything, they can sell it. The only thing the person need to do is go change their name to match yours. They are going to change all the information to match yours. Yes. But now, because of the thanks be to God, with this, Trump has been fair, right? With this, I think he was fair there, because this was helpful. So with that, they will not so with that, they will not even try, because they don't know whether your passport is active or not, because they will not even try to even put it unless they know you personally. That one, they might call and tell you that, oh, we still have your information here, so this year too we are going to register you. That is the only way they can try this. Let me rest my case. Let me rest whatever I want to say. That's the only thing they can try. That for now they can't do that. So now, that's why they are now holding on to your case number. Pay for me if you don't pay for me. But trust me, I'm here to tell you that whether case number or no case number, you will still survive. Case number or no case number, you still go through. You just have to go through the system and recover your password, recover your case number, period. If you go to now, let's say agent did it for you, and agent didn't give you your case number, and now your agent has checked and you've won, your agent has your case number. Okay, so that's the confirmation. Because when you register, you got to take your confirmation number, collect your confirmation number, because that's the key, that's the power for you. But now, if they won't give it to you, no problem, just go to the website, type www.diversitylottery.com or .gov and look for your confirmation number. You go to the help, either you look for to retrieve confirmation number, or you go to the help center and whatever, type in your information and go through that. Oh, you've lost your confirmation number, this is if they can help you to retrieve it. You'll be like, they're going to ask you information that will prove that, oh, it's you that is requesting for it. You got to provide this, and you get your case number back. You're going to get your confirmation number to be able to check for your case number whether you won or not. Okay, I keep saying case number. You got to get your confirmation number before you can check for your case number. Okay, so you can easily. So now, I'm here to tell you, don't worry about any agent. So if you don't know, maybe you don't know how to use a computer, you don't know how to type, that's when they'll get you. Okay, and even that one, you can even go to the cafe center. If the person there, you trust the person, the person can help you. Or you can get a family member. Might be of help, might not be of help, because family member and this jealousy kind of thing. Okay, but then you try and get somebody to help you. You go to the cafe with the person, or the person uses the phone number or the phone to help you. Okay, let the person help you to. If not, you can't pay this $5,000, a 5,000 Ghana cedi, and still come and pay for your plane ticket, still come and pay for your green card, still come and pay for your medical. It's expensive. That plane ticket, let's say plane ticket is like 3,000 Ghana cedi. Let's say 3,000 Ghana, because it depends on the season, depends on the prices of plane tickets. Okay, so let's say your plane ticket is 3,000 Ghana cedi. Your medicals is 2,000 Ghana cedi. Is this not 5,000 already? Your green card hasn't come. Yo, as I know, green card is like 250 Ghana, $250, and it's around 2,000 something or 1,000 something, right? Yeah, I think it's around 1,000 something because $100 is, yeah, it's around 2,000 something. So summing up, is you're even going to cost more than 5,000 Ghana cedi. So if you go pay this to them, how you might even be exhausted before you start your journey. Okay, so you don't want them to do this to you, please. DV is free. Okay, it's free. Don't let anybody to deceive you. Don't let anybody to deceive you. DV is free. You didn't pay for it. It's free. You don't let any agent, maybe agents be under that. Like these people there's a lot of people whose opportunity has been should I say trash under the drain, or I don't even know the word to use. Yes, because if you don't get it, trust me, these agents people are not going to give it to you. They will not give it to you. As I said, the guy lost it. Yes, he lost it. So please, 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 don't fall for any agent trap, or don't fall for any agent scam. Just, go online. Everything is go online. There's this one blogger, I think it's Samike Media, go online. Samike Media, go online. Go online. If you know your Google, trust me, agents in Lusika. You just have to read. That's Africans, we don't read. We don't like reading. Just go and read. Just read. No agent will let you win. You won by grace, by favor, by luck, by whatever you believe in. That's what you won. Agent didn't let you win. He just helped you to fill the information. As I said, if say agents will win and come, they themselves they are not even staying there to be an agent for you to come and win. So agents cannot let you win. Okay, agents will not let you win. It's not agents who made it to win. So please don't fall for agents. If the person will not give it to you, let the person. I said go online. Get somebody to help you. You just give the person a token to help you. It's free. Okay, you can even know, even if you still want the agent to help you, negotiate, calm down. 5,000 is expensive, 2,000 is expensive. Agents, I am telling you, stop charging 5,000 Ghana cedi. Stop charging 2,000 Ghana cedi. Stop charging 10,000 Ghana cedi because you sat in front of the computer and helped somebody. No, that is wrong. If you're an agent and you are watching this video, if you come across this video, please don't do that. Stop it. Stop it, agent. Stop it. Stop. No. Agent, it's free. You didn't pay anything to American embassy, pay anything to American government. Nobody paid. It's free. You are now coming to pay for your visa, the process and everything. Yeah. So that's as anyway. So I've told you, right? Don't pay. If you're watching, you can keep this video. You can just subscribe to my channel. If you are in such situation, just message me. Go on Instagram. I'm about to be on Instagram. Message me. I'm going to help you. I'm going to walk you through. I can't provide money for you, but I can help you, walk you through on how you're going to submit your forms and everything. I'm going to help you. I will not charge you anything, not even a penny. Yes, I can help you. I'm not going to charge you. We are going to get your information, be on the internet, and look for the necessary thing. Submit your necessary thing. Yes, I'm going to do it. Because you won, and that's I believe that's your destiny. That's your opportunity. Okay? So don't let anybody swear your opportunity under the carpet. Yes. Okay. Enough is enough. I'll say my own. Oh, I'll say my own. Oh, subscribe to this channel for more videos. Okay, subscribe. Subscribe. I'm going to keep you posted. Updates on this DV lottery. Just be on the comment box. You can, on any of my videos, you just ask that question. I'll make a video about it or answer your question for you. Okay, so please don't fall for anything. Instagram, I am Obapepebi on Instagram. If you go to my YouTube you can find more information on how to reach me. Okay, so please don't fall for any agent scam. I don't know how it happens in other countries, but I know this is going on. With a country that start with a G, I know this is going on. Okay, so let's talk about the last topic. Yes, last topic. I'm sorry for keeping you long or bringing a long video, but then I just wanted to download everything for you to hear. Okay, so now let's go to the 2020. Okay, so now as 2020 so those who registered last year is the 2020 DV. Okay, and those who register, that's how it goes. 2020, so 2021, 2020 DV. Okay, so 2020 DV is this year because they registered last year and their physical year is 2021, and 2021 registered this year, their physical year is going to be 2022. That's how it kind of like 1 year ahead. Yeah. So Ghana it's not only Ghana, like most countries, because of the lockdown, because of the pandemic and everything that was, like all over the world, the embassies were should I say blocked? The embassies were closed. Okay, embassies were not working, they were closed. So most countries haven't received interview. So I'm stressed on this because you will keep that for another day. Okay, you keep that for another day. So most countries haven't received, are not even doing any interview. Okay, so if it was somebody who is helping you and you haven't received your second letter, please don't worry. Okay, don't give the person pressure. It's something that's kind of it's a headache going on. Okay, it's a headache going on. Let's say in Ghana there hasn't been any interview, and this then ends September 30th. Okay, it ends up, but there hasn't been any interview, like not even one. And even with the second letter, so we call it 2NL, the second letter that tells you the document you have to submit before they schedule you for your interview date. Okay, so even that second letter, most people have not, I can say that like 90 people have not even received it, because everything is locked. If we ask you to bring that information, what are we using it for? So they are not even requesting for the information. Okay, so some I've heard, like before, like let's say as of last month, nobody has received, like none that I've heard. That now people have received it, and even people like willingly sent the information, that because people were being frustrated at home. We are ready to travel. You know how these countries have become hard. A country with a G has become so hard that everybody want to run away from the country. Okay, so they are now sending letters out as an email. They are now sending emails out for people to submit their documents, even though others have submitted them already. So those that they have submitted them already, they have not been given an interview date. Okay, they have not been given an interview date, and that interview date, I heard a start from July. That's next month. Who knows? It might be true. It might not be true. Embassy might open, embassy might not. They can postpone, they cannot. Possibility of even though it's not high, I won't say there is high possibility of postponing, but there's possibility anything can happen from now to July. Remember, America was on lockdown, like the border was closed, no immigrants can come in, not border was closed to nobody not to enter, but citizens can come, but immigrants can they non-immigrants, right? They cannot come because you have no business here. Okay, but now things have opened. Remember, December, it was about to open December, last day of December, and the president at that time extended the lockdown to January. So the lockdown was still on January till he left office, before the ban or the lockdown was removed. Okay, so anything can happen, but let's pray that they said July. Let's pray that things are going to happen in July. By hook or crook, things are like interview is going to start, because Ghana hasn't started any interview. And when it comes to this COVID, Ghana was doing far better than most countries, even the most Western countries, yes, which I am proud of it. Ghana was doing far better than most countries, but I don't know why they haven't still interviewed anybody. Because even other countries that, I mean, things were poor are back on their feet, but countries that, I mean, they did well. Ghana government did well for doing that, but we are talking about the embassy, okay? No politics. I'm talking about the embassy. Embassy is not for Ghana. It's for America, okay? America to Ghana and Ghana to America, okay? So this is embassy to Ghana. So it's for America. So I mean, so now it's not that things are coming back to normal, that they are going to start, but still patience. I mean, let's still have patience, because there's a lot of people who haven't gotten interview, who hasn't gotten the second letter. Okay, so if you haven't gotten the second letter, don't panic, don't worry. You can email KCC, okay, but just don't worry. If you don't get the opportunity this year, next year, trust me, you are going to get the opportunity to register. Not even next year, October, November. If it opens, you have the opportunity to register again. Okay, so please, Ghana, I mean, there's a good news. Ghana is now starting interview. Okay, they're going to start interviewing in July, hopefully, if nothing happens. So please stay calm. Okay, and my last inspiration or motivation goes to those who haven't won. Trust me, it can be frustrating, okay? Because there are some people who have been applying every year, every blessed year, every 365 days, people register, and these same people don't win. Don't give up. No. Do not give up. Do not give up. I have somebody who just registered for the first time and won. And I have somebody who registered for continuously before the person won. So you are not a loser, okay? You are not a loser. One day, your shine go come, So one day, on Sumo Piwati, your shine, it go saka, it go mascara, so please don't worry. If you hear something in the background, my alarm is going off, okay? Yeah, it's time to go to work. Okay, so guys, I said my own. Oh, please don't panic, don't be any distress. Please keep calm and wait for your interview or wait for your second letter. And trust me, you are going to get it if time. If you don't get it, don't panic, don't worry. We can apply again. If you are applying and you haven't won, please don't lose hope. Okay, this is free opportunity. That's just sit in front of the computer and apply. It doesn't cost anything. Okay, so please don't give up. Don't give up. Well, you when it is time, I'm going to update you when it is time. But when it is time and you still like you don't want to do it, just call me. Just send me your information. I'll do it for you. Okay, free of charge. Free. So once again, the entry open now is to check for results. The next registration is going to come October, November, and I'm going to update you. Okay, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos from Time with Belle. And I will see you next time. Bye and peace out.